The evolution of dating has gone from your parents arranging your marriage to the couples individually seeking out each other through high school, through college, university, through friends of friends. Now you have this opportunity of using a tool that is like everything else. It's all live, it's all active, it's all instant.
I think there's a stigma about online dating because I think it implies that you can't meet anyone in person. People are just so busy and they've got their blinders on that they're doing their own thing.
Online dating, well, it's no different than just texting someone, and the way I would define it is like just scanning through pages like an aquarium or looking for fishes in the sea.
There's been good, bad, and ugly. There's definitely been more good, for sure. Like, I've met a lot of really interesting people, and I actually do talk to quite a few of them still.
As a 50-plus-year-old person, we don't have the venues. We're not in school with a whole bunch of your peers, and we're not in the environment where you can find and meet a whole number of people face to face without having to spend a whole lot of time and money trying to find someone.
Back in the day, people tended to meet people through friends or in their neighborhood or through school. It was really like that. And I think what social media and online dating has opened up is that you're meeting people that you wouldn't otherwise meet.
Once you're connected, then you go back to the old-fashioned face-to-face comments. Go for a coffee, find out truly their background, meet some of their friends, and then you'll know that's the person that you want to be with.
I've had way more experiences where I've met someone and said, wow, that person was so much better in person than online.
What I feel about meeting someone unexpectedly, it would be nice, but it's not always for everyone. I can always talk to that girl that got my coffee and be like, oh, thank you, and like, so what's your name? We don't really have that opportunity to like, oh, can I get your number, or like, so where do you go? Because we feel like we're invading somebody's privacy just by asking their number.
Honestly, meeting somebody in an ideal way was the worst experience for me ever. I was walking through the mall in Ottawa and this super cute guy comes up to me and he's like, I just thought you were so beautiful. So we went out on a few dates and I had this feeling, my spidey senses were tingling, and I was like, something is not right about this. Which is interesting because, say 50 years ago, how else would you approach somebody? Anyways, so I told him he wasn't for me, and actually he ended up being crazy. So I don't think it matters how you meet, I think it's the journey.
I've seen some profiles where when you finally meet the person, it's not the person that was being described. So that's the fallacy of some of the applications that people are lying on Instagram or lying in about those applications, and you're not meeting the true person.
I have 2 separate accounts on my Tinder because I find that having 2 different personalities play a big part on like the person that's going to meet you.
Yes, I have been catfished. Okay, so this one guy, oh my god, all his pictures were super cute. But I had this suspicion. I was like, there's something not right here. So I sent him a message and said, could you send me like a current picture of yourself? And he sent me one. He was 10 years older. He was not even close to being the same age.
I was like, there's no way this is the person. She's a total fucking catfish. Like, I didn't scream it directly at her or say anything in front of her, but in silence, I was like, fuck, total catfish. And at that point, I was pretty upset because she doesn't look like any of the pictures at all.
When you're looking at Tinder, you have to realize it's just the cover of the person. I think you have to look beyond that and read the profile. And if everyone's honest about profiling, then you would accept the first date. I think it's important that you look at that first before you just swipe to the left or swipe to the right.
So this is my first picture, and I'm wearing glasses in it, which I normally wear. But yeah, I've just got a little bit of everything. If you want to get a lot of people to swipe right on you, yes, you have to kind of show exactly who you are. So what I do is I have a picture of myself, and then I've got like a full body picture, and that way I feel like it's really honest about who you are and what you look like. And I think that for me is really important. So you're not meeting someone and thinking, oh, it's not really what I thought you were like, you know?
If I were to try and find my next partner in life through the traditional ways, I'd have to join a community center. I'd have to join a club. I would have to join all these different areas where people gather to do face-to-face, introductions. Whereas the applications, the online dating services, certainly help you speed things up.
It shows your types of interests and like what kind of person you are, what you're interested into, and it shows a lot about who a person is. And you can start off questions or whatever you want just by simply looking at their profile and saying, oh, I looked at your profile and this is what it says, so what about it, right?
I think online dating and modern romance is the same as it would have been 100 years ago, but the tools are different.
Modern romance, what I think of modern romance is online dating and like OkCupid and Tinder or like Grinder, or somewhere you can find someone through online apps.
I think that online dating can lead to both a casual relationship and something serious.
The tool is there for you to use. If you don't use it, you won't benefit from it. After the online experience, you now have to be interactive. You have to be social with someone. I hope that the generation coming through in the 20s and 30s will look at it as a great tool, not just as a cheap way of sorting through people. I think it'll be useful if it's right in the right context. Don't use it as a one-dimensional application. Look at it as 2 or 3 dimensions in terms of who the person is, what they've done, what they're achieving, their aspirations. It's almost like a yearbook.
I don't think that online dating is for everybody, but I think you should at least give it a chance before you say no, that it's not for you.
Love is love once you've met the person. The vehicle to meet the person can be anything. It could be your family, it could be your peer group, it could be your classmates, it could be online dating.
Be nice, but be honest in person and online.
Try it. Just try it, but be honest. When you are looking at Twindle? Tinder?